what's happening, what's shaking, what's going on? This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass, and today I'm going to do the much anticipated demo video with my brand new Signature Series bass from MG Basses. This is the Africa model. This was a collaboration between Maurizio Costa and myself. I kind of picked the specs and he did the design. And together we came up with a brand new exclusive body shape that's new to MG Bass. And this is it. This is the Africa model. Now, it got its name Africa because when I showed a photograph of the instrument to my wife, the first thing that she said was, "Wow, that reminds me of when we went to Africa." And I just went, bing, light bulb. Cool, we've got the name. I was really wanted to do something with two Big BladeMan Nordstrand pickups in it. I had been wanting to do a bass with the two big humbucking blade pickups from Nordstrand for a while, so we integrated it into this design and added a two-band boost-only Nordstrand preamp. And the controls are really cool because, for me, this is what I prefer. It has two volumes, no blend, two volumes. The first volume acts as an active-passive push-pull switch, passive tone, and then stacked bass and treble boost-only EQ. And then it has two small switches that are dual-coil parallel humbucker and single-coil mode. And it's noiseless in every position, which is fantastic. And the other thing is it has the Hipshot solid brass bridge. It's black coated, but it's a solid brass B-style Hipshot bridge, and the Hipshot ultralight black Lollypop tuners, which takes a lot of weight off the headstock and really makes it hang and balance great. The woods, 3-piece laminated maple neck, bird's eye maple fingerboard, 24 frets, 34-inch scale, buckeye burl top, and then it has these really nice, the back is mahogany, and then it has these really nice flame maple kind of caps on the back of the headstock and on the back of the instrument. And then it has a center layer of wenge underneath the buckeye burl. So it's got some pretty exquisite woods in it. And it's one of those things where whenever you're mixing up a recipe of woods, you're always kind of hoping and crossing your fingers that it works. This absolutely works killer. I mean, it's mahogany and maple for the most part. The buckeye burl top isn't influencing the sound much at all. It's you know, maple neck, a laminated maple neck with a maple fingerboard. So it's a bright bass. Not very heavy at all. I did not weigh it yet. It's 8.5, 8.7, 8.5, 8.7 pounds tops. Okay, so right now we're in passive mode, and that was both pickups, right? Now, just the front pickup. Just the back pickup, passive mode. Now all three of those were in dual coil humbucker parallel. Now single coil, we'll start over again. Single coil, both pickups. Both, just the back. Single coil, just the front. That is a killer front pickup single coil sound. Let's do the front pickup again, dual coil. Go to back pickup, dual coil. Alright, so that was all just passive. Now let's start bringing in some EQ. Bass and treble, they do what they do what's on the label. Alright, so we'll do just the front pickup with about 30, I got about, let's see, I got about 25% of bass and treble. I love that front pickup in single coil, but I'm going to crank up the bass and cut the treble. Cut the tone. The tone has been at 80% the whole time. I'm going to cut that tone, that passive tone down even more. I'm trying to go old school here. It's not overly modern sounding. It's very organic. It's not overly modern sounding. That's killer. That's totally killer. You know, I'm exploring this instrument for myself for the first time right now, by the way. I haven't had this. I just got it delivered to me 2 hours ago. It's the first time I plugged it in. The only other time I played it was at the NAMM show, and that does not count. Can't hear anything there. Okay, so when you use both pickups, it gets scoopy. But by taking one, keeping one in single coil and one in dual coil, it cleans it up nicely. You know what I'm saying? Now I've got it in humbucker in the front and single in the back. And then the opposite, the dual coil in the back, single in the front. Very cool. So wow, man, very cool. Let's try back pickup all the way turned up, front pickup at like 80%. Now with single coils. So what's so fascinating and so awesome about this Big BladeMan pickup is, and in this configuration, is that you can have it, if you want, you can have it be like a jazz bass. You know, you can have the two coils, single coil in each pickup, spread far apart. You know, we put it in passive mode, and you have like very organic, kind of a passive sound. It's a bright one, you know, mind you, because there's so much maple going on, and it's, you know, a neck through. See what I'm saying? And then drop them down into dual coil. This is passive. This is all passive mode here. You know, usually what I do is I run it in active mode, but I don't boost anything. So the preamp is actually engaged, and it's influencing with a little bit of the circuit is extended into a little bit more of a headroom kind of a place. And it does do something. It does affect the sound. But on this particular instrument, I don't have to do that. I can leave it in pure passive mode, completely bypassing the preamp. And it sounds killer. It's like totally happening. This is just the back pickup, single coil mode, passive. Passive mode, single coil, just the back pickup. There's a weird harmony. And then put it in dual coil, just the back pickup, dual coil, passive. So wow, you know, this bass got a lot of different sounds and a lot of different settings, a lot of different options, a lot of different possibilities. It might be the most complex, like, soundscaping kind of bass that I have, just because it has multiple coils. I typically don't have instruments with all these different coils on them. I typically use single coil pickups in one way, shape, or form, and I don't have any kind of coil tapping option. So as soon as you put that on there, man, it's like blows the doors wide open for possibilities. But what I love about it is it doesn't sound overly modern, even in active mode. So here we are in active mode, you know. That bass control adds a lot of booty. Especially when you roll the back pickup down a little bit and crank that front pickup. You know, you can really get that cool. There's a demo. I've been going on and on and on. This is a long demo. And by the way, The bass amp that I'm playing through is my new HandBox R400. Legit, brand new design, hybrid amplifier made in Poland. 312AX7 tube preamp and solid state transformer back end. 400 watts, 400 legit watts transformer power. I used it on a gig Saturday night. It was absolutely killer. Ran it down at 4 ohms through 2 Roger Bear cabinets, and I was moving some air, and I was, you know, the stones were dancing. You know what I'm saying? The stones were dancing, and it felt good. So this amp is really doing this this bass justice, I think, because it's such a great, clear, and transparent sounding amplifier. I've got all the EQ controls on the amp completely flat, and so you're just hearing that nice chimey tube preamp. Cabs are just a pair of TecAmp Classic 212 cabs. In my opinion, one of the best 212 cabs on the market is these TecAmp 212s. They're just killer. They're just totally killer cabs, and they're bulletproof. So that rig right there is a monster, and really complements my signature Africa bass very, very well. So I encourage you to connect with Maurizio Costa at MG Bass Guitars. These are all custom order instruments. You place your order and then he builds it. I don't know exactly how far out he is. Usually somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 months, 3 to 4 months probably of delivery time. You pay a deposit, and then you pay the rest when the instrument's finished and he sends it to you. It's available in 4 and 5 string models. And, you know, it's likely that you could get it any way that you want it. If you are smart, you'll get it the way that I did, the specs that I chose, because I think it's killer. But, you know, this might not be for you. And, you know, maybe you don't, you know, you're not feeling the buckeye burl or whatever. You can get the Africa body shape in other ways, if that's what you want. Nothing would make me happier than if you got this one, you know, the one that I helped collaborate on. But hey, get what you like, you know, by all means. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all the videos, and we'll see you next time. All right, friends, rock on.